get arrested. Nobody wanted to go to jail. Nobody wanted them, So you are deceiving yourselves. Go and start a new party. All you'll get is to what? To validate whatever Tifnumbu and his gang, Yakubu, is still going to be your INEC chairman in 2027. I hope you know that. He's still going to be the one to conduct any election for you. Is that what you want to get yourself involved in? Is that what you really want to do? So Abure and Co, they are the lackeys of Tifnumbu's handlers and all that, right? So what you're going to get at the end of it is that you are going to help them validate whatever it is that is going to be cooked. And you're going to be cooked for another 4 years after that. So if you don't have any of them who can say, you know what, we need to call a meeting of all the opposition parties and shut down Nigeria. Yeah. You are not saying Tifnumbu should go right away. No. You don't have to say that now. Maybe now all of us get Nigeria, at least literally. Now all of us get Nigeria. But they are lying to you. Like they say, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the others. In that contraption, if you know your level, you will know that there is nobody called Nigerian. All of them are just there as the pawn on their chess table, including those ones that parade themselves as opposition. If they mean well for it, if they actually know what they are doing, they will call all their million supporters, all of their supporters in their millions. Tell them, you know what? This is it. If this is not happening now, then nobody should be participating in any goddamn elections, right? Let their military come and shoot millions of you now. Abi, Atif could get 6.9 million. Obi has like a 10 million. That's how many? That's like 17 million. Wakwan Sop have like 1.5 million. That's like 18 million, 18.5 million. Abi? Oh yeah, call the NLC and the rest of them to join too. Maybe you will have 20 million and occupy the entire country. She's been at your country. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Everybody is the same, Abi. But Tifnumbu is more powerful than millions of you. Let's say we no score 2 million. Is declared the winner of your election with a rigged figure, and everybody is there, so scared. They don't want Nigeria to break up on their own head. They don't want to be the ones that they will be saying, I mean, Kosa. And I mean, now we make Tifnumbu's government ungovernable. But they are actually killing you systematically. They are killing your children systematically. They are destroying their future systematically. But they are telling you because it's a Yoruba man. You don't want your name to be mentioned. Yorubas are dying inside that contraption as we speak. But you don't want them to actually be. You don't want your names to be what? By the time they are done with you, you won't even have a place to call a home anymore. We won't have anything else to call anything anymore. Majority of you will probably end up as refugees everywhere. So if the opposition parties are afraid to call their own supporters who are suffering in that contraption as we speak, then nobody should kind of use you for 2027 prop up. Use you for 2027 prop up and say you want to go and do election. Election where? But they probably knows that, maybe Nigerians don't even trust them too. Everybody just they deceive themselves. The followers, they deceive their leaders. The leaders, they deceive the followers. Everybody just they play themselves. Because nobody really care or love that country. Nobody, per se. If you really love that country, per se, right? If you are true to say you love that contraption, why is it so hard for you to call out all your supporters? The millions of them that we supposedly voted for you. They are suffering right now. They are there suffering, dying. They are the ones being kidnapped. They are the ones being kidnapped for ransom, kidnapped for organ trafficking, kidnapped by the police and the rest of that. They are the ones being subjected to this hell of a life. You care so much about them, but you watch them die. And those ones who are left by 2027, you want them to come out, to come and validate the nonsense that they are going to cook again. You are afraid. You don't want them to say, now you destroy a Yoruba man government. Yoruba man is destroying Nigeria now. A Fulani man just finished. He got away. Abi, a Yoruba man is there now with other member of his criminal gangs. Abi, destroying the lives of the Yorubas, lives of the Igbos, life of the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Ijos, everybody in Nigeria. The only thing that is democratically divided in Nigeria, like evenly shared in Nigeria, is a failed government that all of you are benefiting from right now. Everyone is feeling it. But you think your tribal this, tribal that is enough, or political party. Some are saying that they should all go back to PDP. Which of the PDP? Anyway, Mo will leave that one as well. Okay, go to something else. Here, yesterday, it was yesterday, when Wiki and his men, right, unleashed terror on some part of the states. So we've now found out that despite the noise and the loud, report from that River State that, the gunshot and all the chaos, the whole thing only took place in 4 local government areas. And that's quite, sort of a little bit relieving, I'll say. Because initially, I actually thought Wiki mobilized all his thugs, right, to take over 23 local government areas, the whole state. But it all came back that it's only just about 4 local government areas. So his influence is exaggerated, if you ask me. It seems that the whole thing is like, with the Wiki's political influence is mostly exaggerated. All right? Only 4 local government areas. And they burned down these 4 local government areas. Others actually came out to watch, watch over their local government secretariats in case if Wiki and his men show up. They never showed up. All right? So one of them is this local government. Where is that? Okay, here was a police officer yesterday morning.
Everybody is safe. This morning we had a gunshot. Someone has been shot. And I've rushed him to the hospital. If he will die or will live, we don't know. Is that how we want to kill ourselves? No. Want to kill ourselves? Is that what we want? No. So everybody is.
So that was a police officer trying to make said, well, they were shooting here. Is this how you want to do it? Is this blah, 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 blah? I said, no. So yesterday, some of the guy who was from the Abure local government area, which we believe is with the weakest local government area. Some said with the weakest from Ikwere local government. Others are saying he's from Abure local government, but I think he is from Abure, right? So they actually had a night vigil or a watch night to make sure that in case if these guys come in the middle of the night, they will still meet us here. How many then be? Why we no go beat them? How many them? Meanwhile, in the afternoon, this guy said, you know what? It is time now to actually get rid of everything and anything, anything and everything with a wiki from our states. They call it his legacies. Hang on, that's another one. I'm coming back to that one. It should be this.
Hold on, they get the investment with River State. When they come see what will happen. And then they talk, and then they fear. When they come here, people they shoot gun, people like Woski. They come for them. Yes. And they hear me? Yes. Between now and Wednesday, we'll catch them. That's all. I want to invite police for River State Police Command. And then they hear me? Yes. When they do neutral. When they do neutral. For this local government to go protect and die. To shoot gun around, to start where I go shoot some bullets. And they hear me? This name, Hold on. This man, this man. Yes. If you don't know what rest. So that note at the chairman of council, who don't rename me by the way, we'll move and call him Obi-Wan. Hey! I want to people from Ikore land, we don't help Ikore people well. Yes, sir. So we don't rename here. Obi-Wan house. Obi-Wan. We don't support Ikore people. We make people enjoy. These people come tomorrow morning. So everybody will get morale. Make it come. I'm the cop. Stop! Come on, my dear!
So same guy was on Arise sort of news studio last night, and he had this to say concerning the role where the Wikis played in Ekwere. And for them in Ekwere, there is so much. See, when I went on to check about the Ekwere local government, right? They said that the youth of Ekwere local government area of Rivers State, they do not have any regard for any hero worship to start with. They know they see anybody as hero. And also, the local government is more or less like a local government for, like a job for the boys, so to say. I will explain what that means, right? It is a local government where what people live on is just crumbs from government or obtaining oil companies that are operating in their area. You know, they can put themselves together, group themselves together and just say, okay, we need money. Give us money, settlement money, this money, that money. This is their life, right? And with a wiki, as a person, also notice, and he's already is used that many times to his own advantage. So these young people believes that the local government and whoever is in charge must be somebody that is there to satisfy their interest, make things available for them. Anyone that is not doing that is not welcome in their local government area. That is why they believe that when the Wiki has done his own time, so this is the Fubara's time. And therefore, Wiki should move away. But here is your guy.
Honorable Chijoke Nwo, please go ahead.
Well, you asked me, you said how, if I'm sure the evidence I have that the Minister of FCT is responsible. You are in Nigeria, you can see what is happening in Rivers State. Probably before the local government election, the same Minister of FCT and his cohorts arranged people blocking the SEC office, doing protests. This is the same man that told Nigerians that Atiku was doing protests, student union. Wiki has lined up a lot of Rivers people who has a name, putting them inside a bus and start protesting. It's the same person. And I can tell you reliably that even on Saturday, election was going on, the same minister told his group to assemble somewhere at GRA, start doing protests. This is the same man that said Atiku was doing protests. Wiki has made people start strolling around Port Harcourt as why Rivers people were busy voting for the candidate of their choice. And the governor declared said there was no movement of a vehicle and human being till 4 p.m. after the election. He still violated it and told his people to go around and start, constitution users in our state. Like I said before, two people cannot be mad at the same time. We have to do the voting was ongoing, very peacefully. And Rivers people obeyed the instruction of the governor. There was no movement until 4 p.m. Now, what happened yesterday is that there is a young man from his community, where he's come from, who is using. I can tell you, I'm not afraid. He's using to shoot gun, harassing people, trying to burn different local government in Rivers State. So he knows we know them. We have worked with him so we know what he can do. It's not. I am not alleged. I am telling you this is what he is doing. So he can also sue me for if I'm giving a fake information. These are the people he's using to cause crisis. And everybody knows what he's able to do. And let me tell Nigerians, power comes from God. If power is being given to you, it's not your right. It's a privilege. And God gives you power. He was the governor for this in Rivers State for 8 years, uninterrupted. This was more or less inside his pocket, and nobody interrupted. So now we have a new governor. Why not allow Rivers people to have peace?
All right, on the state of emergency.
For us who are okay, like this morning.
Very quickly on the state of emergency.
Like this morning.
Yeah.
No, the state of emergency, there's no need for the state of emergency in Rivers. Rivers is very peaceful. What we want to do is to call on Mr. President to call Yesu Wike to order. Yesu Wike is threatening democracy under the president, under the administration of Mr. President. Well, Wike is not God. Wike is a human being. And President should call him to order. He's disrupting our state. Go to other state. Akwa Material election, Jigawa, everywhere is very peaceful. Why is it that Rivers State? Wike cannot own Rivers State. Rivers State is too big for him to own as a private. He's not even Obia. He's from my local government. He can't own our local government as a private state, not even Rivers State. And let me tell our people that our people, Obia people are saying, where Wike comes from, Chinda is from there, Martin Samuel, they are what we are doing. We are being liberated because we have been in their pocket for a lot of time, and they have pocketed our destiny. And yesterday was a liberation for our local government. I will also appeal to Mr. President to address Yesu Wike or immediately sack him because he doesn't even deserve to be in the cabinet of Mr. President. Look at Nigerians, and we have ministers in the cabinet. How many of them are causing problems in their states?
All right.
Nobody's doing their legitimate work.
All right.
Do what they ask you to do. Sort of.
So we are poor local government area. So what they have now said is that those who were born in local government secretariats, because they know themselves, like I said, they know themselves. They've all been the same ship before this whole thing started. So they know themselves. What they're now saying is that if they don't stop, they will begin to burn their own houses too, including with the Wike's house. He didn't say that on that program, but it was already said in another clip. That we know their houses, if they continue this nonsense, we will go to the houses too and burn their houses down. Anarchy looms. Here is what Fubara also said. This was yesterday before he went on that tour.
Want to also let the state know that what has happened after the election, we are not going to allow it to go uninvestigated. It has happened before, and after some weeks, some of our supporters were declared wanted to turn the story around. But this time around, I strongly believe with the support and cooperation of the Nigerian police, the director of DSS, we will unravel those behind the arson and make sure that they account for the atrocity. Want to also let the state know that what has happened after the election, we are not going to allow it to go uninvestigated. It has happened before, and after some weeks, some of our supporters were declared wanted to turn the story around. But this time around, I strongly believe with the support and cooperation of the Nigerian police, the director of DSS, we will unravel those behind
it. High right. As you are watching this broadcast this night, where the Wike was on Channels Television reacting to all of this that happened. So I'm probably going to bring you that report from that some other time. But last night, Ubara was out, at least to capture what really went down somewhere in Obiapo, Ikwere, and a few others. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Let's go check my this way. Where? This way, this way. Yeah. This is what they did. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the amount of damages that the weakest men did. And it's just one local government there. They did similar to 3 others, burning down the properties of the government, the public properties, because of political disagreements and what have you. Then he said this to them before he left the place. Fubara.
Where the governors of the South and also the Nigerian Governors Forum went to pay condolence to our brother, the governor of Akwa Ibom, who lost his wife. I just came in, so I said it would be proper for me to assess the situation myself. I feel very sad seeing what had just happened in this council. I need to say this so that the good people of River State will understand why we took the path of peace. This council secretariat was built by the immediate past chairman. And for me, because I know the history of this council, how it sought for fund and how it was executed. This is supposed to be a legacy project for him, that whoever is going to come after now will continue to remember that at a certain time, a certain person did this for the LG. But look at what we're seeing here today. Must we go low in politics? There was an election on Saturday. The council, the new council chairman were inaugurated yesterday. We are aware of the boasting that they will not be allowed to access the secretariat. And we were happy early hours of this morning when the Inspector General of Police directed his men to vacate the premises for easy access of the new elected officers to resume office. And immediately they took advantage of that space to destroy government facility. Who is the loser? The new council that is coming in, the fund that will be applied to other things will now be used to fix this place. Are we not really acting as if we're not responsible? It's an act of irresponsibility. Even if one advises you to go and destroy a government facility,
you will think twice. Please, I want to say this to the entire River State. If you're called upon, play your politics with a sense of responsibility. We don't need to kill ourselves.